Yo, Leia. So, did you get it yet?
Get it? What's it?
Our artistic masterpiece.
Your artistic masterpiece? Look, I'm not into playing guessing games, especially not with you, so just come right out and be more specific.
I'm talking about the wedding invitation I sent you. Millie and I worked together for ages in order to make the perfect wedding invitation. And this one is gonna go down in history as the best wedding invitation ever. We packed intricate details into every single nook and cranny, both front and back.
Oh, yeah, your wedding invitation. I got it yesterday.
Excellent news. So look, Leia, I know there's something of a history between us, but can you get past that and come to our wedding anyway? Can't you?
I RSVP'd no and already sent it back. I took it to the post office first thing this morning, actually. I'll bet you'll probably get it either tomorrow or the day after.
Wait, you're not gonna come? Really? But why?
Why? You want to know why I'm not gonna come? What I want to know is why you even invited me in the first place. However much you spent to send me that invitation, it was a complete waste of money.
Duh, this is our wedding, the happiest day of our lives. And we want to celebrate the moment that our love is made complete with as many people as possible. We want it to be fun, you know? The more the merrier.
Ah, I see. So, you invited your ex-girlfriend to your wedding because you thought I would make it fun.
Oh, come on. Why are you bringing that up? Sure, you're my ex, but that's all in the past.
Yeah, the ex part of ex-girlfriend means not anymore, so.
You and I go way back, Leia. And it's not just me either. You and my fiancé Millie were really good friends back in our school days. Both of us would really appreciate it if you can come to the wedding.
You know what? You're right. We do go way back. We had a lot of fun times together, didn't we? Like, let's see. Oh, you remember how you and I were dating, but then you cheated on me and we broke up? And Millie and I had our fair share of crazy adventures too. I'll never forget the time when you and I were dating and Millie knew that we were dating, but she still slept with you a bunch of times. Good times. Good times. And in case I didn't make it clear enough, no, I still have not forgiven either of you, and I never will. I would sooner peel my own face off with a potato peeler than go to your wedding. Leave me alone.
No way. Are you really still sore about that? We started dating in high school, Leia. Think about the good times. And Millie and you were practically inseparable in college. We're all a big part of each other's lives. Can't you just be happy for us? Let's be adults, let bygones be bygones, and just come together and have a good time.
We were adults when you cheated on me with Millie. It seems like the adult thing to do would be to break up with me first and then sleep with her. Why did you get the order wrong, Sean?
Well, it's kind of a long story, and it's complicated. Love is a funny thing. You never really know where it's gonna take you.
It's actually quite simple. Would you like me to explain? Here we go. Step 1, break up with me. Step 2, start sleeping with Millie. See, a simple 2-step process that, while still painful for me, would be much less painful than the path you chose.
Okay, point taken. But look at it from my perspective. I wasn't really serious about Millie at the start. It was all just fun and games with her. She and I both respected you enough to not let my relationship with her affect my relationship with you. So, we swore that we would only ever be friends with benefits, nothing more.
Yeah, well, it might not have been serious at the start, but it sure got serious, didn't it? And if the two of you actually respected me, you wouldn't have cheated on me in the first place. Keeping your relationship to just friends with benefits doesn't make it any better.
Right. So like I said, we have a bit of history, but that's all it is. History. It's all in the past. Today, we're inviting you to come to our wedding as a mutual friend. We want you to give a speech at the reception too. Oh, and you know the whole bouquet toss thing. Millie has been talking about how she wants to arrange things so that you're the one who catches her bouquet. Isn't that nice of her?
Get real, Sean. It's only all in the past for you and Millie. It's still very real to me. I'm not coming to your wedding, and I would sooner burn Millie's bouquet with a flamethrower than catch it. And I don't think you'd want me to tell all your guests the things that I have to say about you.
Okay. Then what about doing the toast? You'll stand up in front of the room, take the mic, say cheers, and then that's that.
I've already made myself clear, so there's no point in continuing this conversation. I will not go to your wedding. I never want to talk to you or Millie ever again, so I'm blocking your number now. I wish you and Millie all the happiness that you deserve. Goodbye. Oh my god, Leah! You cannot be serious! I just got your RSVP and you're not gonna come to the wedding? I designed the single cutest bouquet in the world for you! Do you really find that so hard to believe? You slept with my boyfriend and broke us up, and now you're inviting me to come to your wedding? It's okay, Leah. I understand if you still have feelings for him. I mean, it hasn't been all that long since you guys broke up. This isn't about me still having feelings for him, which I don't, by the way. Come on, Leah. You have to come to the wedding. If you don't, then my whole plan is gonna be ruined. Your plan? Yeah, my plan to wipe that smug, stuck-up smile off your fat, ugly face. What? I don't understand. You wouldn't understand, would you? But I'll never forget it! Back in school, I was way prettier than you. I dressed better than you, and I had a better hairstyle than you. I was just better. I even was a finalist in the university beauty pageant my senior year. And whenever we went to a club, I always had guys lining up at our table to buy me drinks. But even if they sat down to talk to me, they always ended up liking you more. Even all the guys that I actually liked, I tried to get them to ask me out, but they always just asked me to give them your number. That's pretty insane. I had no idea. But even though you had all those guys wanting to be your boyfriend, you already had a boyfriend, so you always turned them down. You remember Carter? I was obsessed with him. I was putting the moves on him for weeks trying to get him to ask me out. But then he walked right over to you and invited you to have a drink, and you said, "Sorry, I have a boyfriend." You said it in a really smug way, too. You were obviously trying to make me jealous. I don't even remember him, but I would never turn down a guy just to make you feel jealous. Liar! You are totally doing it to hurt me, and that's why I stole Sean from you. Your precious little high school sweetheart who you turned down dozens of guys for is mine. And wow, was it satisfying when I finally got him in bed with me. All that's left is for me to see the look on your face when we say our vows. Then my perfect revenge will finally be complete. You're joking, Millie. Is that really the reason you slept with him? Just to take him from me? I never thought of you as a friend. You didn't deserve to be my friend. You were nothing but a stepping stone. A stepping stone? What are you talking about? You want to know how I got my reputation for being the hottest girl on campus? I was always careful to make friends with girls who were a little bit uglier than me. Not too ugly, mind you. They still had to be cute, just not as cute as me. That way, whenever someone looked at my group of friends and saw all the hotties with me, they would always see me as the hottest of the hotties. So, all the times you invited me to hang out during college, even the way you would always make sure to take the same courses as me, that was also you could make yourself look better by comparison? We would walk to class together, eat lunch together, study together in the library, but that was just a convoluted scheme to boost your own ego? That's right! And let me tell you what, it was a roaring success! At least it should have been. No matter how much the boys all flirted with me, by the end of the night, they were more interested in you! Oh, and by the way, you're not the only one I'm inviting. I'm inviting all of our old college friends and all the boys who should have wanted me but chose you instead. I'm gonna make you and all of those losers regret what you did to me back in college. And what's gonna make it even sweeter is the fact that I'm getting married to your high school sweetheart while you're single and miserable. I'm actually married and we have a kid. What? You're married and you have a kid? Let me guess, now you're going to accuse me of lying to impress you, right? Well, I mean, you are lying, obviously! What a pathetic fake story! Like, I can do math, you know. You only broke up with Sean 6 months ago. I might not have been good at biology, but I know you can't have a kid in just 6 months. You should have just kept your story to being married. Then I might have believed you. Like, for real, why would you go out of your way to add one detail that sinks your entire story?
It's very simple. He's not my biological child. He's a bit rambunctious, but he's an adorable 3-year-old boy. My husband's first wife died shortly after childbirth, so that makes me his second wife.
Oh my god, that makes it even funnier. You are telling me that you were so crushed by Sean breaking up with you for me that you went and married some old loser who already had a kid with another woman? I mean, most girls get a new hairstyle or outfit when they have a nasty breakup. What were you thinking? Like, were you even thinking at all?
I most certainly was. I was fully aware of what I was getting to when I decided to accept his proposal.
All because you were mad at us?
Get over yourself, Millie. It had nothing to do with you and Sean. I still haven't forgiven you, and I never will. But I have better things to do than dwell on your betrayal for the rest of my life. I've moved on. I'm only focused on my own happiness and the well-being of my family now.
Ha! You're happy with being a second wife and stepmother? I think the shock of losing Sean must have fried your brain. Oh, or was this just so you could say that you got married before we did? Now you can be like, ha, I got married first and had a kid first. What a stupid and shallow reason to marry a widower.
The only stupid and shallow person here is you. Your problem is that you think everyone else is as stupid and shallow as you are. Me marrying my husband had nothing to do with getting married or having kids before you.
Sure, I believe you. I don't know who this guy is that you married, but let me tell you something, sweetheart. No one who gets married to a widower becomes happy. No one. But hey, congratulations on willingly walking into life on hard mode. Enjoy drowning your sorrows in wine and antidepressants for the rest of your life.
Will do. I hope you enjoy living life as a shallow, miserable woman. Anyway, I know nothing I could say would make you believe me, but for the record, I'm perfectly happy with my life now.
Oh my god, Leah! I just saw your husband! I was on my way out of a meeting with the florist who's making my bouquet, and I saw you two walking out of a restaurant! But not just any restaurant, one of the fanciest in town!
You saw us?
Your husband can afford to take you there? That's insane! He must be super rich!
We're not hurting financially.
You're so lucky! Sean isn't rich, he's barely even upper middle class! Okay, so listen to this. Sean said he's only gonna buy me a $10,000 ring. Can you believe that? What an absolute cheapskate. He was all like, why don't we get a cheaper ring and spend the extra money on our honeymoon?
That actually sounds pretty reasonable to me.
I don't want reasonable. I want luxury. I want a fancy ring and a fancy honeymoon. Your husband must have bought you a super expensive ring, right?
He bought me a ring. That's all you need to know.
No, it's not. I want to know how much it cost. Send me a picture of it.
I wouldn't even tell my friends how much it was, and you're not my friend.
Come on, tell me how much. Even a ballpark estimate is fine.
I'm not telling you. All I'll say is it's a gold ring with a diamond.
This is so unfair. Where did you get all the good guys? I'll bet it cost at least $30,000.
I will not tell you how much he spent on it. You don't deserve to know.
Hey, you know what? I think I got a great idea.
That would be a first for you.
How about a trade?
Trade what? Wedding rings? No thanks.
No, silly, not wedding rings. Let's trade husbands.
You want to trade husbands? I don't have time to play along with your stupid jokes, Millie.
It's not a joke, I'm serious. You can have Sean back, so give me your husband in exchange. Deal?
I thought he was a loser. Now you want him all of a sudden?
Yeah, that was before I saw him. He's actually kind of a hunk. Plus, he's got the kind of money to dine in fancy restaurants and buy expensive rings. As for the kid, well, I'll have to figure out how to take care of that. But I can tell that he'd give me a way higher standard of living than Sean. And you want to know what the best part of it is? I'll get to steal another man from you.
So, that's what it all comes down to. I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not interested in any trade.
Shut up and give me your husband, you greedy brat! Don't you want your high school sweetheart back?
Nope, not in the slightest. Besides, you went to the trouble of stealing him from me. You're engaged, and your wedding is coming up pretty soon. I would recommend you not making any bad decisions that would jeopardize that.
I don't need advice from you! Don't say I didn't warn you.
Leah, it's terrible! My wedding just got canceled! Sean already called the venue and told them it was off! We were supposed to get married tomorrow! I can't believe this is happening!
I can. You were cheating on him with multiple guys, and we're planning on divorcing him a few years down the road anyway.
Wait a second.
Yep, you were planning on marrying Sean and living off his money while waiting for a richer guy to come along. You were already actively having an affair with multiple wealthier guys and figured that you'd be able to settle on one of them eventually. So, I can totally understand why he wouldn't want to marry you anymore.
How did you find out about that?
You mean about your affairs? Or that your boyfriends were all rich? Or that you were planning on breaking up with Sean eventually?
All of that! Why do you know about all of that?
Because my husband is Sean's lawyer.
Sean's lawyer? Sean is a lawyer?
Sean and his mom strolled into my husband's law firm the other day. He said his fiancé was acting suspiciously, and since the relationship began in an affair, he thought you were probably cheating on him too. Then he asked whether he could sue you for the cost of canceling the wedding if he found that you were being unfaithful.
No way! You're joking, right? Please tell me you're joking! This is all just a fake story you're telling me to scare me so you can get back at me for stealing Sean from you, right?
I totally understand why you would desperately hope for that to be the case, but I assure you, it's all the truth. My husband is a lawyer, and Sean hired him. I was absolutely blown away when I heard about it. Like, my ex-boyfriend waltzing into my husband's law firm? What are the odds?
This can't be happening! Your husband is a lawyer? That's why he could afford that fancy restaurant? Come on! This is total BS! Why do all the best guys always fall for you? They should be falling for me! I mean, for real now. You broke up with Sean, and not even 6 months later, you were already married to a big shot lawyer? That's not fair!
Actually, I've known him for about 3 years now. We met each other through work.
Work? How do you meet a rich lawyer at work?
You remember that I used to work at a real estate agency, right? 3 years ago, he came to my agency looking for a place to build his law firm. All the agents played rock, paper, scissors to see who got to be his agent, and I won. After that, I testified as an expert witness for him in a few cases involving disputes over real estate. When I think about it, I think I met him right after his son was born.
You mean you were cheating on Sean with that guy for 3 whole years?
Why is that the first place your mind goes to? No, I was not having an affair with him. We were just professional acquaintances. I was still going out with Sean back then, and he had just lost his wife. So he was a new widower and a single father who had to balance taking care of his son with launching his own business. He wasn't in any sort of condition to be looking for his next romantic partner back then.
So it's all true? Your husband really is a rich lawyer? You really did end up with a better guy than me? And that guy really is Sean's lawyer? And Sean really is suing me?
I don't see why this is all a surprise to you. I was under the impression that you knew about all of this. Didn't Sean talk to you?
Well, yeah, but I was so shocked at the fact that he was breaking up with me that I couldn't even pay attention. And can you blame me? In one freaking day, the day before my wedding, I found out that my fiancé knew I was cheating on him, was breaking up with me, and suing me for a ton of money. My mind went totally blank. I was traumatized.
Yeah, I definitely understand that all of that would be a lot to take in. It's still all your fault, though.
How did he find out I was cheating?
Well, his biggest hint was the fact that he had already cheated on me with you. If you were willing to participate in one affair, it's only natural to assume that you'd be willing to do it again. So, he came to my husband's office to ask what his legal options were if it turned out you were cheating on him. My husband said that he could probably recover most of the costs for the wedding, so he hired a private detective to check you out.
Okay, hold on a second. You still need to explain why you know all of this. Isn't there something that says lawyers can't talk about their clients' cases with other people?
That's an easy one. I'm my husband's paralegal.
Paralegal? What's that?
To put it simply, I'm sort of like a lawyer's assistant. I'm not certified to be a lawyer, but I do have most of the knowledge that it takes to handle legal cases.
And what happened to your job at the real estate agency?
I quit once we got married and started working at his law firm as his paralegal, so there's no violation of attorney-client privilege going on here. I'm just as much Sean's lawyer as my husband is. Well, I guess I'm just his lawyer's assistant, but still, I know everything about the case that my husband does.
This is absolutely insane! I mean, you're actually on your cheating ex-boyfriend's side now?
I'm not on his side, I'm just doing my job. My husband's the one who took him on as a client, not me. And with that, I have officially reached the limit of what I've been granted permission to tell you by my husband and his client. I'd rather not fall afoul of conflict of interest laws, so I won't be speaking to you anymore after this.
Hold it right there! We're not done here yet! What's gonna happen to me now?
You're getting sued. Sean's demands are as follows. $80,000 in pain and suffering for the extent of your infidelity during your engagement, $32,000 to pay the cancellation fee for the wedding venue. In addition to the above, he seeks a notarized agreement that you will never attempt to contact him again. Oh, and he also wants you to compensate him for the costs of moving out of the apartment that the two of you are currently sharing.
But hold on, let me get out a calculator. Oh my god, that's over $100,000! I don't have that kind of money! Like $80,000 just for pain and suffering? He's gotta be out of his mind!
Whip your calculator back out, Millie. You were cheating on him with 8 men, right?
Oh, so that means... he wants $10,000 per guy?
That's what he's seeking anyway. What happens next is that you and Sean's lawyer, my husband, go into a series of negotiations to see if you can reach an agreement. And if not, then you'll be taken to court and the judge will decide.
Oh, that's just great. I'm gonna have to go to court?
That all depends on whether or not you can come to a settlement outside of court. Which, again, I'm pretty sure Sean already told you about all of that.
Hey, Leah, you and I are old friends, right? Do you think you could help me out here? If you're a lawyer's assistant, that means you're good with legal stuff, right? Can you, be my lawyer or something?
You never saw me as a friend. All I ever was to you was a stepping stone. Someone who you could stand next to and look better by comparison.
I didn't mean any of that. I was just angry and venting, that's all. I always loved you. We were besties back in college, weren't we?
I used to think so, yeah, but not anymore. You're nothing to me now, just somebody that I used to know.
Don't talk like that, please, Leah. You gotta help me.
Any more communications regarding my husband's client must be directed to my husband. I've said all that I'm of liberty to say, and now I'm going to block your number. I'm also erasing your name and number from my contacts list.
Wait, Leah, don't do this. I'm sorry about sleeping with Sean while you were dating. I'm sorry for saying that we weren't friends. So I'm begging you, Leah, please help me.
It's a shame you won't get to do the bouquet toss like you wanted. I thought it was a pretty ugly scene when I broke up with Sean over his affair. But our argument was nothing compared to the all-out, no-holds-barred World War III level shouting match that ended Sean and Millie's engagement. It became apparent that Millie had no means of paying the damages Sean was asking for, so he settled for an amount that was just enough to pass in court and also cause Millie as much financial pain as possible. They had invited a lot of people to their wedding, and as a result of this breakup, those people found out a lot of interesting things about the couple. Like the fact that their relationship started out as an affair, and Millie's rampant infidelity broke them up too. Needless to say, that didn't reflect very well on them, and they lost the trust of practically all of their friends and family. As for me, my husband and I are just as in love as we've always been. I've gotten to be very close to his son, which I'm sure was helped along by the fact that I've known him since he was a baby. And I've also got some good news. He has a little brother on the way.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.